FlossTube. Thank you so much for all of the kind comments and likes and new subscribers. I wanted to do a video on my current finishes, and I have an almost new finish and a slight haul. I went to my LNS and bought some stuff and learned that they have a group that meets there every Wednesday, and I'm thinking about going. I could have gone last Wednesday, but I got scared and couldn't go. So I'm gonna start with the haul. I got another memorabilia and I've got one on the way. This one's Bluebeard's Princess by Nora Corbett. I forget the name of the one that's on its way, but I ordered it at Christmas. It still hasn't gotten here. And I picked out some new fabric. This is... I don't know how to pronounce this. Whiteout Imports hand-dyed linen, 28 count. Yeah, I thought it was really pretty. It is way bigger than I was expecting. But I might do a memorabilia on this. They didn't really have too many hand-dyed fabrics there. It was mostly in browns and whites and ivories. Yeah. Why did I take this? This is 32 count even weave. I don't know if it has a company name. It's white on the back, so that's showing up. It's green and kind of a white, but the back is just white. I don't know, that's not gonna show up. I really need to start doing these videos during the day, but I am never home and not in pajamas. No, it says it's from fabricflare.com. I have no idea, but they had that, and I thought it was pretty. And so I've pulled my finishes off the walls, and my dad cross stitches, and he sent me a finished piece, and so even though it's not mine, I think it's beautiful, and I wanted to show it. And I'm not sure the pattern, but I'm pretty sure it's a kit. And that is usually on the wall right over there. So there's that one. And my proudest, biggest, best finish took me 5 years because I kept getting mad at it and putting it down, is the Gold Dimensions Aurora Cabin. And I did beading instead of French knots because I absolutely hate French knots. I'm sorry if there's a glare. And I opted out of a lot of the back stitching on the rocks because I thought it looked really bad. But I did all the recommended blending, and this is just half stitches with 6 strands of floss, and it turned out really good. I'm very proud of it. I love it. And that's usually also hanging up over there, over there on my wall. And my last finish that I have in the house is Ghostly Mandala by Ink Circles. It was in the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue magazine. And excuse the frame. I painted it and it turned out not the way I was wanting it to. Keep getting a glare. And the fabric is one that I hand dyed with the help of my friend. And so that's everything I have in person so far. Oh, no, I forgot. My almost finished. The autumn quilts from the 5 Seasons of Quilts by Leisure Arts. I have started the back stitching. I just have to finish the back stitching and it will be done. But everything but the back stitching is done and I'm excited about that. I'm wondering, all the back stitching is in that 3371 that's dark brown, and all the vines are supposed to be that too, and I'm thinking about doing it in green because I'm not sure if I like the idea of having it with the dark brown. I'm sorry if you can hear that, my cat is howling. Rusty! Rusty! What's the matter? Sorry. So that's an exciting thing that's almost finished, and I will, if I can find a frame, I'll frame it myself. The one by my dad and the Aurora Cabin were framed by Michaels. I framed the Ghostly Mandala, and most of the ones that I have given away as presents, all of them I think I've framed myself. We usually don't pay for to get it framed unless it's big and important. So I'm going to do a slideshow, I think, and try to do a narration for the projects that I have finished, because unfortunately the rest of them have all been given away. And all I have left of them are pictures on my phone, and those don't really show up very well. And I think that's it. So I'm going to start that. First, we have my very first cross stitch. I started stitching in 2010. I picked up this kit from my Joann's and tried it out. It's the Janlin Golf Course. It's on 14 count Aida, and it is currently at my mom's house. This was before I knew that you were supposed to keep your back kind of neat, and so the back is absolutely the worst I've ever done. I've gotten so much better. We did the framing ourselves and cut the mat. Next is my second cross stitch. It's the Dimensions Gold Collection Petite Ornate Butterfly Kit, and it is on 18 count black Aida, and it is in my mom's office. I did not get a picture of it framed. I kind of put it in a shadow box. The third is a tribal dolphin I found on Pinterest or Google, and I combined, I think they're DMC light effects. I put one strand of like the neon blue and one strand of the neon yellow and tried that. I made it into a card for my father for Father's Day or his birthday. The fourth is the Mystery Stitch Along or Stiach Along from 2014. It's Snoopy, and it is on, I think, 16 count white Aida, and I haven't done anything with it. It's in a box somewhere. Next is a birthday present for a friend. It's a tribal Oogway from the movie Kung Fu Panda with a quote from the movie. It's my friend's favorite quote, and her favorite color is purple. It's on black Aida. I'm not sure the count. My husband had to make the pattern from a photo from DeviantArt. We couldn't get any of the programs to turn it into a very good rendering, so he had to go into Photoshop and turn it into a pattern. These are from Christmas 2014. They're the Stony Creek Tropical Christmas ornaments. I made them for my grandmother, my dad, and my half-sister. The fabric is self-dyed by my friend and I could not find the buttons that the patterns required, so I kind of had to improvise. And the snowman was supposed to have button shells for his bra, but all the ones I could find were too big, so I just satin stitched them. And then we put them in felt and turned them into ornaments. This next one is a Harry Potter pillow sampler from Cloud's Factory. I did this in March 2015. It became a very, very late birthday present for another friend. And I really want to one day make the full big pattern. It's on fiddler's cloth. And we did the framing on this one ourselves. The problem is that we accidentally broke the glass in it, but it turned out for the best because when it was under glass, the colors looked really dull and the glare was really bad, and so it's just framed with no glass, and my friend really seemed to like it, and I was happy with it. Next we have my father's 2015 Father's Day present from the book The Best of Cooler Design Studios. The fabric is DMC Marble Ada 14 count Blissful Sky. There was 3 fish in the pattern, but I only had time to make one, and he lives in Washington State, and the state fish happened to be rainbow trout, so I thought this would be good, and he likes to fish. We also did the framing on this one. Next we have the 2015 Mystery Stiachalong. It's on 16 count white Ada. I hadn't known what to do with it for a long time, and then one of my coworkers was leaving and he expressed interest in it, so I had him choose the backing for it, and he wanted it in a pillow and not framed. So this was the first pillow I've ever made out of a cross stitch, and I thought it turned out really cute. I liked it. I kind of want to do another one. Last we have a series of snowflakes that I found from all over Pinterest, and it was the 2015 Christmas presents for my dad, my grandmother, and my sister, and then my mother, my mother-in-law, and my friend who helps me dye things. And it's on 28 count even weave mushroom, and it was my first time working 2/2 on even weave, then the first time I finished anything on even weave, which let me feel a little bit more comfortable about trying out other even weaves. I have 3 other finishes that I don't have pictures of, and they are, one is of a blue parrot. One I made a saying for my pottery teacher that she always was, I need somebody to make me a sign for this, and it was, karma kills, if you steal, you suffer. And unfortunately, I found out that while she told me she liked it, I found out later that she doesn't really, even though she kept it around the pottery studio. I felt like I should go back and steal it. The third is my friend requested me to make it for her friend, and it is slightly explicit, so I do have the picture for it, but I'm not going to show it. Just to say it is a part of the male anatomy with just the word with a floral border. And so that's all of them. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a good stitching week. Bye.